So if you want to know the difference between a wrist strap and a wrist wrap, you come to the right place. So I don't want to waste much of your guys' time, so let's get right into a couple of the visual differences. Now, the wrist strap is going to be typically much more thin than a wrist wrap. Sometimes it has the foam padding on it and this big loop at the end, and that's really it to it. There's not too much going on with it, and that's really all there is for what it looks like. Next is going to be the wrist wrap, which is much more thick than the wrist strap. It's gonna have this little loop at the end, and it's gonna have Velcro on it right here. Now let's talk about what these things actually do, starting with the wrist strap. So the wrist strap is going to be used for most pulling movements if you choose to actually use it. Now the wrist strap is kind of like an aid for grip. Now this accessory will mostly be used on things like deadlift and heavy rows, just in case your grip strength can't actually handle the weight that you're doing on, say, a deadlift. This is gonna help a lot with it. Alright guys, so basically now I want to show you guys how to use the wrist strap. So you want to put it on with the pad on the outside and the rope facing the way your thumb is going. So you want it to do this way, and I'm going to use a dumbbell here to show you guys how to actually wrap this. So you're going to put your palm towards the bar and go underneath kind of the bar, and then just wrap it around. And I like to wrap it back this way, and that's kind of how you use it, and that's just going to help your grip on the bar. Alright guys, so now let's talk about the wrist wrap and what it's used for. So basically this is going to be used for push movements. Like I typically use this thing for heavy bench, and basically that's what it's going to be used for. Essentially you put it on like this. You kind of want to keep it kind of high on your wrist. I like to do that on my second go around, so it's kind of my hand there, and then go underneath, and then I like to take the thumb loop off just like that, and this is going to stop your wrist from kind of going back. It makes it a lot harder, and when you're benching it's going to keep your hand straight basically, so it doesn't end up boom kind of going back. If that ever happens to you, or if you deal with wrist pain like I dealt with wrist pain, I started using these and it really helped me out. So that's basically what a wrist wrap is for, and you know it's a wrist wrap because this is one where you actually wrap it around your wrist. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of today's video. Now hopefully you guys know the difference between a wrist strap and a wrist wrap and what they're actually used for, how to use them, and deciding if you actually want to invest in these accessories to help your lifting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment what I should do next, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.